Welcome back to Eyewitness News. Our legal counsel, Richard Samaniego, in this morning to answer your questions. 436-1212 is the number to call if you'd like to get on the line. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning.
I just saw you the other night and was asking, when are we going to have you back? And here you are.
I am.
Good to have you here this morning.
Glad to be here.
Okay, and Charlie will be back next week. In the meantime, Richard, you know, we were talking about the primaries. We had a forum here at Channel 12 last night. And it's really interesting. There are a lot of different people that maybe some voters have never heard of before, judges being one of them. You deal with judges just about every day, so let's talk about how important they are to the process.
Sure, it's very important, and Sedgwick County is unique in the fact that our judges are elected. Other districts like Shawnee County, and they're appointed. So the judges are involved in the process here, which is, you know, it's important for voters to know that because they decide a lot of important things that affect everybody's lives, from civil torts to criminal laws to family law. These judges are very important to society, and they're up for election in primaries coming August 7th.
So obviously it is very fortunate that folks here in Sedgwick County, at least, and some other counties, I'm sure, across the country get to actually vote for their judges.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's kind of hard sometimes to know who to vote for, you know, especially if you've not been to court or been to trial or something like that. You're not going to know who these people are. So what do you recommend doing? You know, doing some research, obviously?
Absolutely. I mean, as an attorney, I see these judges all the time, except the ones that are newly running. But it really is important to go online. There's a lot of resources of what the judges are, what they're about, what they stand for. Their experience is most important, because to be a judge, of course, you have to be an attorney. And what type of law did they practice? That's things you have to look at. What is their knowledge and experience? The current judges are also reviewed. So there's reviews, and the media does a great job of pointing people to that information. So just be an informed electorate is what it's about, and we're able to do that in this county to have an input into who our judges are. So.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Good information. Primary on August the 7th. Okay, in the meantime, we do have a caller on the line who has a question for you this morning. We'll go ahead and get right to that. Good morning. What's your question?
My question is, if I were to hit a steer that was owned by somebody that wandered out into the road and it damaged my vehicle, can I recoup any of that money for damages, or am I out of luck?
Well, there's a lot of things in play here. You know, whether you were on public property, private property, whether the steer was owned, ownership rights of the steer. Obviously, your insurance, if you had insurance in your vehicle, they would be the primary contact of who to inform, who you would inform to do some subrogation on that, if they can locate if there was negligence involved with the steer getting into the roadway, for example, a fence that wasn't properly gated in. So you just have to look at all the different aspects and consider what your relief might be. That would be a personal injury recovery and tort for any damage to your vehicle or to your person that you can recover for. But the first step would probably be to see an attorney, personal injury attorney, and also to contact your insurance company.
Okay, thank you, Richard. Appreciate that. And thank you for calling in. We're going to go ahead. We have time for one more caller this morning. Good morning. What's your question?
Yes, I was wondering if they have legal aid here in Wichita. I'm trying to find out for an elderly friend of ours.
They sure do. There's an association that's a nonprofit called Kansas Legal Services, and they help with civil type actions, family law matters, lease and residential matters, stuff like that. And so you can contact them or look at them online. It's called Kansas Legal Services. And in criminal matters, of course, legal aid is appointed for your right to an attorney.
All right. Thank you, Richard. Good advice and good information. We appreciate you calling in, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.